My mom was a Philadelphia police officer, so we had really good dental benefits. So every single one of us, you know, went to the dentist, the orthodontist, and that was like really important. I was in a car accident where I guess they termed it like fracturing my front teeth. When I hit the steering wheel, it like broke them off at the gum line. I had no options but to go and get a denture, and that was over 10 years ago. So to me, that was really young. Just, it never felt comfortable, it never fit right. My diet changed drastically. I couldn't eat because it never fit right. So either it would move when I would go to eat, or it would rub, or something would get caught. Like the tiniest speck, what wouldn't even faze you eating, you know, like a little piece of pepper or something. When you have a denture, it feels like a rock is in there. It's so painful, and you know, if you're out socially or, you know, at a restaurant, you can't just pop out the denture and take out that little piece of pepper that's killing you. And when I started having problems with my bottom teeth, I didn't want a denture again. I could not possibly imagine having two of these in my mouth, trying to keep them both in, battling that pain, and not being comfortable. And I thought, if I was having a hard time speaking with just the upper plate, what's going to happen when I add two? But once I started researching, and you know, I looked into the implant technology and everything, I knew that that was the route I wanted to go. And I had actually seen Dr. Balsha, I think it was on Good Morning America.
It was.
Many years ago. And that's what started my research. I mean, as far back as then, I knew that there was something better out there, something more comfortable, more permanent. And I guess in my mind, I was vain enough to think, I'm too young to have dentures. You know, this is something old people have. My grandparents had them. You know, I'm still young enough to have babies. I can't have dentures. Another dentist that I went to see, he actually came down from Hazleton and met me at my regular dentist office. And he pretty much admitted that he had gone to a seminar. He really didn't have a lot of experience with the implants. He had me get a CAT scan so he could get a better view. And he told me that there was absolutely no hope for the top, that he didn't know how to begin to work with that. That was out of his area of expertise. And that the bottom, he could try to put implants. So I was really afraid to go with the other dentist. Sometimes you have to just take the bull by the horns and go after what you want. She goes, and you want this more than any person I know. And she goes, you know, have a little bit of confidence. You wouldn't think something as simple as dental work could be so tremendously important. I just can't explain it. I mean, it's been life-altering. And everybody would have questions like, why would you want to do that? And it sounds painful and this and that, and well, aren't you afraid? And I'm not. I feel so confident in the doctor's ability. I mean, having researched it, and I spent, you know, a lot of time on the website. Like I said, it's really easy to understand, even if you're not in this field. It's explained, and it gives you options and what's going to happen and how it's going to happen and why it happens. And I have none of that stress that I had when I went to see the other dentist. I feel so confident in his ability and the ability to get this job done and to have it done right. I don't feel like I'm going to have infections or ill-fitting teeth or parts that move and rock. And no matter how many horror stories I heard, I just feel like I'm never going to be part of that, that I'm going to be fine. I'm not even worried. Get out there and date again. Who knows? I'm still young enough to get married again.
Of course you are.
I could do it.
Absolutely.
You know, I kind of look forward to that companionship because that's something else I noticed. You know, my siblings are all married and everything. And you get tired of being like the lone one out.
Sure.
And, you know, it would be nice to have another adult to spend the holidays with. There's a lot of my life riding on, you know, these teeth. So I'm excited. I'm ready.